The budget we are getting for development is barely even 10% of the 5.3 that Governor Joshua Irungu is receiving. And when you look at matters like now El Nino was here, every road now is bad. Everybody is asking the CEO of Infrastructure, Masharia, engineer, to tell us where we're going to get a budget for infrastructure. And I think it's in the same spirit, because a lot of money that is coming to our county is generally for recurrent expenditure. It's in that spirit that we are saying we need additional fund for county governments. That is why you hear in a more technical language, people are talking about 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, because if the governor of Laikipia has 500 people to lead and he has 5.3 billion, where is he going to take these people, including tourists who are visiting us? And when you look at our population census, sometimes it covers even people who are visiting your area. And we have our children who are in Nairobi, who are in Meru, who are in other counties, who their votes or their population census was not necessarily conducted in Laikipia. And for that reason, a tourist county like the county of Laikipia cannot be let alone to be driven by only resources that is coming from the exchequer through the formula and the current formula that is being used by the Commission on Revenue Allocation. Governor, allow me 1 minute to divert why we are talking about this. It sounds a complex subject, but we are saying it is not land that pays taxes. It is the owner of the land who pays taxes. It is not a cow that pays taxes. It's the owner of the cow that pays taxes. It is not Tilly's that pays taxes. It is the one who tenders those Tilly's that pays taxes. And therefore we are saying, if we want to be a country that is true to its impression, that we say we are going to put money in people's pockets, then let's make funds available so that we start from the grassroots developing our regions. If we have money, the 2.2 billion we need for Nanyuki-Rumuruti Road, I can tell you any person who owns a plot on that road will be smiling all the way to the bank. We are going to invest bigger people and Safaricom and other land buying companies to come invest in our place. And therefore, when we say this, some people tend to misunderstand us. We want to tell our minority communities in Laikipia, you are at our heart. You pay taxes to the county government of Laikipia, as well as also pay your taxes to Kenya Revenue Authority. What are we saying, and what is this conversation that is not going to discriminate somebody who comes from the minority community? We are saying we are not going to steal money or remove or deduct funds that are already in areas that are marginalized. First of all, we have the equalization fund. Equalization fund is going nowhere. It will remain. And me and Governor Irungu and his government knows very well, we have some locations that are receiving small steppings of money in the name of equalization fund. That is not enough to develop Mukogodo West and Mukogodo East and Sosiani Ward and wards like Tigiri to come to the standard of Nanyuki and Tigiri Ward. So what are we saying? We need more money devolved for our governors. And let it come to a tune of 35%. So that ministers who are in Nairobi, who do not know a place called Falcon Heights in Laikipia, there are people know Falcon Heights because that's where they go to drink their tea. A person who does not know Nanyuki Teaching Referral Hospital may not understand what are the issues that are ailing our hospital. So we need more funds so that we can be able to develop our region the best way we can and the best way we know. Number 2, and finally, there are people who are selling us fear, telling us, oh, you Gema people, you are very selfish because you are the majority. We are the majority in mortuaries, majority in hospital wards, majority single mothers, majority destitute children, majority thieves, you even call us thieves. All these names is because our population is so big and our land factors and economical factors cannot hold again. The center is not holding apart. So we are saying, if we have more money, the county government of Laikipia led by Joshua Irungu, the enterprise fund will increase. And we'll be able to get more money even from the county governments before we think of going to cost. And that is why we are saying, let's have a conversation. Don't be told that there is anything that is fixed. Finance bill and revenue formula, the Commission on Revenue Allocation, is not the Bible. It's only the Bible you cannot amend. Anything else under the sun can be amended, including wardrobe, including fashion, including technology, including what you are eating tonight. You can improve and you can amend. So the formula that was passed by the Senate that passed can be put into task again to tell a county like Laikipia, we take a heritage of owning so many big conservancies here. These are private entities, Governor. You cannot go to Rokota Avenue there other than licensing. And so they categorize in the counties of people who are big and rich. But in the real sense, our people are dying. They are poor. Look at Laikipia and all those conservancies. They don't belong to us. They don't belong to the government. And so we are saying, now that we cannot start demanding that we be given a budget so that the governor can collect tax and KWS can help him, we need to be given resources from the exchequer. Let's bake enough cake. If there is a deficit in this budget, this deficit covers who? We do not want hizi story mingi za pesa yenye ihusu raia. Raia anasema, mimi ni masomo, chakula, bei ya mafuta, na insurance ya hii kagari yangu inaitwa Probox, Sienta, na hii tugari tudogo tunaanza kutumia sahi. Si ukweli? And so, Governor, me, I'm with you 100%. We've sent an amendment to the Committee on Finance and Planning that we are opposed to the motor vehicle insurance tax. Haiwezi kuwa mtu amechukua ka loan kwa sako, after kuchukua loan kanalipishwa 24%. I've seen the manager Equity Bank hapa. Rate ya interest imeenda 24%. From those days we used to cap interest rate to 14. After kuchukua loan governor, ndio huyo mtu ya kajo ya governor anataka kulipwa. Ukitoka hapo ukienda kwa mtu ya insurance valuer anasema wewe wekelea 2% ya value ya gari yako. And because you want to encourage our people not to see vehicles as luxury, but to see your vehicle as a tool of trade and an enabler for you to be much more productive than sitting in a matatu to travel to the county headquarters in Rumuruti. Are we together? So we are saying let's have a conversation. Let the minority bring their conversation, majority bring their conversation. Let's go for harmonization, both in National Assembly and in the Senate. Right?
When we came here with the CS, he instructed several things. And one of them was that artisanal mining be decriminalized. Hiyo ni kumaanisha watu ambao wanafanya hii biashara ya madini ambao ni artisanals. Hawa our security officers wapatie nafasi wafanya kazi bila kusuburiwa na bila kudhulumiwa. Na najua hiyo imekuwa ikifanya kazi. Ya pili, the president through the CS he also gave us some timeline. Na akasema wale ambao ni artisanals wanafanya hii madini they be formalized into marketing cooperative. I'm happy today because across the country we have formalized over 246 marketing cooperatives.
It is a special day in Migori County, Nyateke sub-county, and especially Osiri village, for this will not actually benefit Migori miners alone, but it will go across the borders and the entire republic. In Migori, Your Excellency, I'm standing here before you to tell you that Migori is leading in terms of group formation, and we have more than 30 registered cooperatives.
We don't have a technical and vocational education and training center which can educate miners on environmental risks, because my department deals with environment. Your Excellency, if you could even empower one of our TVETs here which could be teaching these miners on environmental risks, we shall really appreciate.
We are calling upon every possible situation that can make this department be a department that is adorable and lovable by investors, by so making it cheap enough to get into and getting the atmosphere of work that is conducive for all investors, so that at the end of the day, we find a sector that is, every investor is looking up to investing in. We would wish to see even the regulatory frameworks to be designed in a manner that attracts as many investors as possible, so that going forward, we see a sector that is legal and also working in with the government towards achieving the aspirations of the same government and the people that we govern.
your mining conditions and business improves, I plead with my boy children of school going age to pursue an education first before going into mining. We should also address the matters of child labor and end it. To all the boys and men, as your mother and championing your cause, I urge you to stand tall as leaders, mentors, and coaches. Please keep off alcohol, drugs, and substance abuse. Be good fathers, be good leaders, and mentors to your sons to keep and help them to keep off bad company and negative peer pressure. Your mining conditions and business improves, I plead with my boy children of school going age to pursue an education first before going into mining. We should also address the matters of child labor and end it. To all the boys and men, as your mother and championing your cause, I urge you to stand tall as leaders, mentors, and coaches. Please keep off alcohol, drugs, and substance abuse. Be good fathers, be good leaders, and mentors to your sons to keep and help them to keep off bad company and negative peer pressure. Let us all have a syllabus in our vocational centers to equip and skill with knowledge those who are in this sector so that everybody can be included and they can use the right aid and techniques in being able to mine. Because mining is not just a luxury, it is a business that contributes substantially to the economy of this country. I must mention here that the government continues with very many efforts to make legal and policy framework to support and include our artisanal miners and small scale miners. Vile mumefanya kazi, wazazi wenu walikuwa huko wakifanya kazi. Nikiwa shule nilikuwa tu nasikia mambo ya gold. Sisi kwetu hakuna, nyinyi mko nayo, Mungu amewabariki. Na ni vizuri na ni vyema kama hiyo gold inaweza kufaidi nyinyi, ndio muweze kuendelea kuboresha maisha yenu, ya familia zenu na vizao vyenu ambazo zitakuja. Ndio tukija hapa siku zingine za usoni tutakuja tunakuta kuna mji mkubwa sana mpaka uko na airport, to come to the gold city so that you can be able to benefit kwa yale Mungu amewapatia.